Well, it's pretty easy because if they're in control of the environment, they could just put something behind the curtain or just do an overlay of like a really low opacity shadow and just move it around a little bit. So.
Yeah, and I think Lulu may have been internal too.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
she has
Is?
very little movement.
Tim may have done that.
Makes
and I'm
sense.
sorry
yeah.
to have to bother someone in your condition.
My condition?
Oh, I love that.
What's my mother told you?
What a
What her
great.
son-in-law
Oh.
keeps telling me? That it's all in my head? That I'm just an unhappy new bride? That I just need time to adjust? I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry. But that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some
Best quote.
doors that
Oh.
can never be opened.
I love it,
There
and
are
you
some
referenced this in your
doors that
last
hold
Haunted
secrets
Carousel
that
stream
must
too.
never be
I love it.
known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
But what is that in reference to?
No. You're
it's
supposed to
Jane.
be in your lessons.
Lessons are over.
Mummy.
I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
I just love
That was
her.
my stepdaughter.
Oh, her
She
disappointed
can
voice.
be such a pest sometimes.
Connie
Anyway,
Eller.
I understand
Yes.
you feel an obligation
She did an
to my
amazing
mother,
job.
But trust me, there's nothing you can do.
And she's really tiny
You're
too.
welcome to stay.
So she always
I
gets like
strongly
cast as like the
recommend that
kid.
You go home as soon as possible.
It's funny. I can't
That
find
was-
anything on her anywhere.
Connie?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
she
bit
was
of
an
a-
actor.
yeah, a bit of a small story. One of the things that we did as an advisory panelist for one session, Robert, you played an audio clip of Jane's voice, Connie, and she was just saying a regular line, and you asked us, "Does this sound like a kid?" And we're like, "Yeah." And I think you asked that for all the advisory panelists because how old was Connie when she did this acting? Do you remember?
She was in her 20s, so she was
Okay.
adult. She wasn't in college or anything like that, so she had a the theatrical resume of doing adult roles. Yeah, and there was always that concern, like was because it was weird. We actually did audition kids for this role, but voice acting is so much different than stage acting, which is what you get in Seattle. But the kids couldn't do it, so we went for an adult voice actor.
Really? Because I heard, and I don't know where I heard this. I heard that the woman was in her 70s when she recorded Jane.
Connie?
You probably heard
No.
it from me because that's
No.
what I heard too from another a fellow teammate.
Oh,
But maybe they
okay.
were mistaken as well. So well, we heard it from Robert now. The truth is she was in her 20s.
Yeah, so old ladies like the owner of Message in a Haunted Mansion. She was in her she was older.
Oh, Rose Green.
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose Green. I forget who is the actor for that.
I can't remember her name.
But yeah, Connie was slight, and she would get cast as like kid roles,
Right.
because a lot of times like slight small women would get cast as kid roles for plays and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status.
As an
What
amateur
does that
detective.
mean?
I know.
Linda?
Oh, she's
Okay,
adorable.
I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
Man, I feel like Nancy's voice acting or the way she sounds in this game compared to the previous game, you can hear this like difference. Like she just sounds, you can hear the fear in her voice when she's in Blackmoor. Like there's this like weird like, oh man, like there's something wrong, Anyways, Jane wanted to meet us, so let's go talk to Jane.
Let's take Jane. Yes.
Before we do that, though, actually, I think we can look at this. Yes. Now, my friend, who introduced me to the games way back in 2005...
I need the key.
She's actually become a tattoo artist now, and she tattooed this on herself.
Really?
And it looks
Whoa.
amazing. And I'll show you guys a picture of this after as well, but it was the coolest thing. Yeah.
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here.
Her
I'm Jane.
head is
I know
giant.
You come to visit my
It is
son.
too, isn't
Let
it?
me stop by whenever you get the chance.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
we'll
this
have
model. We're
such
like,
fun.
what
Let's
is
play a
this?
game.
Oh,
Actually, for that line, "Let's play a game," it was supposed to be "Do let's play a game." You know how the British are like "do,"
right, of course.
But Connie just couldn't get the cadence. She'd be like "Do let's play. I'm like, no, it's do. I remember Anne and I were like trying to line read her, and
Yeah.
Annie kind of doing it. So Anne's like, let's just say let's play a game.
Sure, Jane. What would you like to play?
Let's
Oh, I
play
didn't mean to
this
click
card
that.
game I found in your room. Actually, it's Bridget's
Oh,
room.
this is
I mean,
great.
it used to be.
Do you want?
her
Should we play the
room.
card
I mean,
game?
she
Just,
died like
let's play the
300
card game.
years
Alright.
ago.
So this
You can see a
this
painting of her
idea
in a
came
great
from
hall.
advisory
She's
panelists
the
because
one
they're
with the
like,
telescope.
it's so intense,
Okay,
like
so you
being
have to
Nancy
match
Drew.
up
It'd be
a pair of
fun just to like
constellations.
hang out and
I
play
made
games.
all the
So,
matches
like,
in 40 tries.
Jane's room is
Try
the
to
fun
beat my
room. Yeah,
record.
you can cook treats for what's her name, for the
Lulu.
parrot, and then
Lulu.
play games with Jane. And I'm.
Yep.
Oh, where was it? Did I not see that one? Okay. There.
It's also a cheap way for conversation without animating.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think we have conversations later while you're.
We
doing
look away.
games.
Yeah.
Oh, you look at it. You look away, and there's conversations.
Yeah, we're looking at the cards, and Jane is like talking, or we're looking at something in someone's hand while they're talking.
Can you
that
just
was-
exit out? Do you get something or?
Not this.
Later on in the
beat my
game, you
score.
get the
Felicitations.
telescope.
That was fun. But
Or is it
I'd like
from the
to
puzzle? I
ask
can't
you some
remember what it is.
questions.
Sure, what do you want to know?
It's a weird intonation.
Mummy?
That was
I mean,
fun.
I do
It's-
hope
she
you
does
know.
that
She's
sometimes.
been a bit
Oh,
out of
it's
sorts
great.
lately.
Well, I love that she says that was fun, even though it was Nancy that was playing. Okay. Well, there's one line of Jane's where we trigger it by asking, "Have you ever seen anything weird on the moor or something?" And Jane's response is the greatest.
Do you know why she doesn't want to be seen?
I think maybe it's because of the lady in black. I was playing in Mummy's room when she wasn't there, and when I looked up, there was a lady all dressed in black putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
Ooh.
Did you recognize the woman?
Yep.
I couldn't see her face because she wore a cape with a hood. The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly. I don't want to think about that. Let's play a game. It will cheer me up.
Not right now, but maybe later.
You can
So,
come in
so
anytime you want, even if
Connie
I'm not
couldn't
here.
really
I've
do a
got some
British
really
accent,
smashing
so we
things.
kind of like
I'm
said
so
like,
happy you've
well,
come,
you know,
Nancy. I hope
she
you can make
was
Mummy feel
ra-
better.
raised in the States to a British, dad. So
Right.
Got scumbled. Maybe mom was, speaking in Italian and all the opera languages.
No, that's totally fair. Yeah. Well, I've got another question from. Oh my goodness, I apologize about forgetting who it was. I think someone asked about the family tree, actually.
That's my family
yeah.
tree.
And,
ask me anything about anyone. Go on, ask
This
me.
is all the questions.
Yeah. Well, let me try and find who actually asked about this. Here we go. So it's from the Red Wolf, and they're asking, I'm wondering if Calina and Robert have any behind-the-scenes info about the names and details in the Penvillin family tree in
Oh
Jane's
gosh,
room.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Because there are 2 past Nancy Drew references, but is there anything else outside of Nancy Drew that not every player would pick up on? And there are like a lot of characters to look through here.
They're actually personal or silly.
Right, of course.
So I was trying to figure it out. I actually went through. There was a wonderful resource that showed popular names by the century, and so these are actual names that were used around there.
Interesting.
So Odo and things like that. Guido was kind of actually I think Guido was legitimate, but I think she says something funny he made a pizza, invented pizza or something.
Wait.
Wait, is Guido in
Ask
here?
about Guido. Yeah, he's
Isn't-
at the beginning.
Sorry, Isabel and Jacques. That's not from Treasure in the Royal Tower, is it? Because Jacques Brunet is in Treasure in the Royal Tower, and isn't he engaged to Isabel
That may be.
It's true.
or an Isabel?
Is it Isabel, not
Isabel.
Isabella?
Right.
Is it
Okay.
Isabel? It
This
is.
this one's just
Okay.
Isabel. Yeah. Okay. Well, where's Guido? I just did we, oh, did I
He's
pass?
at the beginning. No, he's at the very start of the
Oh,
of
is he?
the,
Okay.
Tree. Yeah. Guido, 1364 to 1433.
1364. Ah.
What did Guido do?
He made pizza. No, I'm joking, of course. I don't know anything about him except that he died in 1433 because
Wow,
he
good
outlived
memory.
all of his siblings.
Oh, that's
Because
incredible.
we wanted snappy answers to the kind of silly questions. Because it kind of went on and on. Who's it?
There's a lot here, yeah. And I think it was vote for
Oh,
Holt.
Coquin Genet. That's another internal joke.
Which one are we looking at here? Oh, here?
Below,
Who was
no, to the left.
Joan? Is that
Oh,
the
Janae. Oh,
spell?
sorry. Okay.
No, that's how they spelled it then. She got married to
Which is
this
true.
duke
It's
somewhere in
legitimate.
Flanders.
See how
Who was
educational it is?
It's great, and
Jeanette?
yeah.
It's Genet. I think he wrote
Yeah,
plays, maybe.
so that's
I
a
don't know, I
reference to
forget.
Jean Genet, who was a playwright. That when you get a worthless degree in French literature, you learn about.
Oh, that's
So I
amazing.
had to throw that in.